This is gonna be a very, very heavy video. Knowledge without experimentation is working against you always. Knowledge is useless without experimentation. It is. So this is me. Above me on the screen, this is me. A couple months of this raw carnivore. Massive, massive, massive difference on the skin, on health, on energy. All of it. Massive difference. So I have written down a couple examples here. So maybe you've heard cooking meat is more nutritious because we make them more bioavailable when we cook them. Now that is bullshit, because the moment you put it in your stomach, you realize, does it go out in the toilet instantly, or does it stay? How does it feel in my gut? The less it feels, the less you shit, the better. Less rest product from excretion, the better, and the less it feels in your stomach, the easier it is to digest. Which is better? If something is easier to digest, it means you're getting more nutrients. And if you're eating the same thing and one of them is raw and one of them is cooked, and the raw one makes you digest it easier, where you feel the food less, and that means you're getting more out of it. So essentially, you're getting more nutrition. Always with raw meat instead of cooked meat. So that it's more nutritious is bullshit. Yes, and also the thing is like, it allows our species to dominate. 10,000 years ago, 12,000 years ago, we started cooking. That is when our brain started growing and growing. Well, a lot of people don't realize it, but just 60, 70 years ago, a lot of people ate raw meat. A lot of them, you eat raw dishes now in some countries. You eat raw sushi. You eat raw fish. They ate raw eggs. We didn't cook eggs just a couple of years ago, 70, 80 years ago. We used tallow and butter in our pans, no vegetable oils. We ate basically mostly animal based, some fruits, but we ate basically raw meat and beef fat. We ate all that. Not that long ago. Especially during the Second World War, we ate raw unpasteurized cheese. We had a lot of eggs raw, a lot of steak tartare. That's basically ground beef and raw eggs. Very good. Now, supplementation is good. Now, the reason why this is stupid is because there's not a single animal in nature needs a supplement. The reason is because I've never seen a supplement ever in nature, ever. I've only seen human supplement. Why would you need supplement? You know what supplementation means? It means to add loose ends. Does that mean you have loose ends? Basically, you're malnourished? Yes, it does. So the fact that you need supplementation is a good sign that something is fucking messed up. And it's really messed up if a doctor says it, because that means you're malnourished. Even in their low standard, their ranges are very low. They lower the range of testosterone, they lower the range of nutrition every year a little bit, right? So the lower the standard. So if you're malnourished in 2026, you're really, really malnourished. Really, really malnourished. You probably heard about, but yeah, you say all these good things, and yeah, they kind of make sense, but the reason why I can't listen to you is because Caveman done had further proof. Were you there? No, you weren't. Guess what? You're not 10,000 years old. Don't be edgy and try you're the emperor from Warhammer. No, you're not 10,000 years old, man. You're not. You know that they didn't die at 30. You can even see tribes now, they're more than 30 years old. Oh, but they're more than humans, yeah. What are they doing? They're in a natural environment. They're eating raw meat, sometimes cooked meat, yeah. Maybe it's because they haven't detached from society, or they have made contact with the rest of society. Maybe that's why they eat cooked meat. But naturally, the feral tribes, they're always raw meat. There's a reason for it. That makes no sense whatsoever. You even see remains of old people that have better teeth than us, a lot better. And you can't just have best teeth in the world and best skull but unhealthy. Makes no sense. attraction, being attractive, whatever, naturally is a sign of health. So the more attractive you are, the better hair you have, the better skin you have. You know, when you're glowing, when you look healthy, that is, you look better, right? It's one on one. Basically, the more attractive you are, the more nutrition you got during your developmental phase, especially, and it works even after puberty. You know, having glowing skin, having long hair is a sign of health. It really is. And another one, you need to eat fiber for your gut. Wow. How is it that when I had a bad gut, I never ate fiber? LBS, I don't know what it's called, EBS, so people call it EBS, whatever. My dad has it, I think I have it as well. But yeah, um, essentially every time I eat too much fiber, or any fiber, toilet I go. I eat zero fiber, toilet I don't go to anymore. Oh, you have one of this. I have. I'm not kidding. You have one. I have. I probably have the most sensitive gut of all human beings. Because I shit myself and have diarrhea every day of years of my life. Like literally, I was the worst in school, the worst stomach. I was every single toilet I went to smelled like shit. It looked like a fucking I don't know, like someone shit the whole toilet every single time. I had the worst gut on earth. I'm telling you, from the guy who had the worst gut on earth, managed to have a gut that does only need to go to the toilet once a week. The amount of difference it made is ridiculous. You can never understand this. But I basically divided my toilet visits by 20 by just eating this way. Another stupid belief: you know, drink a liter or 2 liter water a day. Bullshit. The less water I drink, the less dehydrated I feel. So basically, I'm better. I'm more hydrated. The more I avoid water. I drink raw milk with raw eggs. That's how I hydrate the best. I ran out the other day of raw milk. I had to drink some water, and I felt instantly terribly bad. I was dehydrated and so on. So it's a scam. It doesn't hydrate you. It literally takes the water out of your cells, and then you piss it out. And then you piss out the more you drink, the more white liquid it is. Meaning you're literally pissing out massive amounts because it goes right. All the minerals your body tries to keep. It's essentially it's trying to keep them really really trying, but then you flow down so much water that dehydrates your cells, and then it has to and then those things that are those minerals in your cells, they along in the bloodstream and so on goes, you piss them out, right? You dehydrate your cells, it goes into yourself, it takes away the minerals and vitamins, and then you piss them out. That's why you when you drink a lot you need to go to the toilet a lot. When you don't drink anything you don't need to go to the toilet basically at all, because you're just flushing out the liquids. You call it purifying your gut, but all you're doing is you're flushing out your system. And yes, water is maybe is good when you eat shit. When you eat toxins, then flushing them out faster and pissing out faster is good. But bro, if you rely on cleaning your system every day, that means your system is not clean. And you know what that means? That means the system is full of shit. And it's full of fibers, full of toxins. But if you eat raw meat, your system is very pure, especially like beef and wild animals. It's the purest animal on earth. Then your system does never need to be clean. In fact, the less you clean it, the better the less things you lose, and that's why cleaning is a scam when you're not toxic. Because you're losing your minerals that your body's trying to hold on to. Because you're literally forcing them out of your system. So of course you're getting dehydrated, because hydration isn't just water. If hydration was that easy, you can just drink some random water and you'll feel like, nice, I feel really good. No, it needs to be along with minerals or macronutrients or micronutrients, both ideally. It needs to be like a solid liquid food, and that's blood and raw milk and some fruit juice. That's what it needs to be. Maybe watermelon water, right? Not just pure water. Washing hands with soap. This is another bullshit. I haven't used soap in like 2 years. Why would you ever need it? I don't get it. My hands doesn't smell bad. My hands get just dry. My hands dehydrate my hands. Why would I? Why? Do know that a small amount of things you're putting on your body gets seeps through the skin, so it can be a toxic product. It, basically, I'm telling you, if you can't put it in your mouth, then you should never put it on your skin. And I can't put soap in my skin. I can't put shampoo in my skin, so I don't use shampoo because I cannot eat shampoo, and so I cannot put it on my hair or my skin because if it will seep through, even if it's small amounts. If something is toxic and should not be consumed, which is basically every vegetables, any product that is a vegetable on your skin is toxic then. And so I don't put anything on your skin if I have to. It's gotta be beef tallow or something, or raw eggs. Same with salt as well. Very counterintuitive. You drink salt, you wanna drink more water because you wanna get the salt out of your system fast. As I said again, you drink water, you wanna remove. Salt is a preservative, and so adding salt would make no sense whatsoever. You add salt, you wanna flush it out with water. It's very counterintuitive to eat salt because every single animal on earth wants to avoid it, and so eating it would mean you're the only stupid species on earth that literally voluntarily eats salt. It's a preservative, it's very toxic, it is used so other animals don't get to it, and so you're also animal, and so why would you eat it? Idiotic. Very, very toxic, very, very stressful for your body. You see all these things, they go back to the same thing where it's extremely dangerous to have knowledge without experimentation or expertise. It is extremely dangerous to learn things that you're not, that you have any knowledge in or any expertise in. It's very dangerous to talk about nutrition when all you're eating is the same shit that people recommend. It's actually really dangerous to follow anyone's advice when it comes to health, because it differs somewhat of it differs somewhat depending on who you are. I'm not saying that one guy is a vegan and one guy is carnivore naturally. I'm not saying that. I am saying that small things vary between people. Some people tolerate things better. Some people benefit more from certain specific foods. So some people want more, liver. Some people want more brain. I don't know. It's really weird, right? It's somewhat different. But it's extremely dangerous to hear or listen to a book. That's why I don't read that much now. If I read, I only do it for the ideas, not for the knowledge, because my knowledge comes from my own experience. So someone put an idea into my head, I experiment with it, and that's how I learn. I don't learn through copying. I actually hate the concept of copying, copy-paste any knowledge at all. That's why I hate learning to some lectures or bullshit. Because I don't copy-paste knowledge, I experiment to find out the truth. It's extremely, extremely dangerous. It is a massive trap that you should stay wary of. That school is the biggest issue ever. You learn a lot of things. You learn about biology, you learn about this and this and that and this and that, and then you have no experience or no experiments connected to that specific topic. Everything needs to... it's kind of like an important link. You get an idea, you need to implement before you get the result, and then you form an opinion. You never form an opinion before experimentation. It's like, raw meat has a lot of bacteria, it's toxic, and then you never tried it. Instead, you try raw meat, you experiment. Oh, it was pretty good, the result, it was pretty good. Then you make an opinion. I tried raw meat for a month, and this is the result. Better digestion, more energy, and then the mechanism behind it, because now I know it works, so now I can go deeper into it, and so on and so on. That's how you do, instead of just randomly, oh yeah, saturated fat is really dangerous because I've heard it in the studies and every doctor can't be wrong, blah blah blah, so it must be so, and so you keep going. That's the problem. if you want to learn more about topics like this, then you can find Escalax, my YouTube channel here, right? Top link in the description of every single video. My community will be school community. The first people who join will get for free, so I'll see you in there.